Hello, students. So, we were discussing Mending Wall by Robert Frost, and you must remember that we had done till the line good fences make good neighbors. So, now what the poet says spring is the mischief in me. Firstly, mischief means to be naughty. Okay. Now, the poet is mischievous here because of two reasons. Firstly, perhaps he wants to tease his neighbor by suggesting him views like that the walls are not necessary. Okay, he wants to tease his neighbor. Secondly, spring is the mischief in me means that it is the springtime. It is in the spring that the poet and his neighbor mend the wall. Okay, so in order to escape the idea of mending the wall, he just tries to convince his neighbor that walls are unnecessary and it is not good to have walls between the neighbors. Okay, and with this, he wants his neighbor to rethink over his remark to yes, rethink means to think over it again what he said in the previous line that good fences make good neighbors. Okay, then uh, yes, and I wonder if I could put a notion in his head, and the poet wishes that he could put the idea of not having the walls in his head. Now, colon means the idea is given below. Why do they make good neighbors? Isn't it where there are cows? See, the poet suggests that fences, here they in the third line, means fences. Fences make good neighbors where there are cows or other animals involved. He says that if the poet himself had kept the cows or was keeping the cows or his neighbor was having the same means having cows or other animal, then the idea of having walls was good. But now there are no cows involved or any other yes, there are no cows involved or any other cattle is not involved, then why they are having a wall between them. See, fences are required where cows or other animals are there uh, because cows can or other cattles can disturb or yes, destroy the farms of the neighbors. Okay, so that is why fences are required where cows are there. All right. Yes. Before I built a wall, I would ask to know what I was walling in or walling out, and to whom I was like to give offense. See, these lines suggest that from the day one, the idea of making the wall was not of the poet. The idea was of the neighbor. Okay, that is why he says, before I built the wall. Built is the second form, means past tense is used. So he says, if I would have made the wall, then I would ask to know, I would ask to question myself that what I was walling in and what I was walling out. Now, walling means, firstly, it means making of a wall, the activity of making a wall. And now, walling in means letting the outer world to interfere in your private space. He says, if I would have made the wall, then I would like to know what I was walling in, that what kind of interference I could have tolerated, and walling or walling out, what things I could have left, or leaving out the interference of the outer. Okay, means walling in, letting someone in means not to be too having too privacy, and walling out means having privacy, maintaining privacy. Okay, and to whom I was like to give offense. Then he says, firstly, he would have asked himself, was he maintaining privacy or not? And then, second question is, by making the wall, was he giving offense to someone? Was he disturbing someone? Okay. Uh, See here, the read the last line of explanation. The speaker thinks about the interests of other people too by asking himself that was he if he had built the wall, was he disturbing someone, was he hurting someone? So this line shows that the poet was interested in the lives of other people. He wanted to have a good, he wanted to mix up with his neighbors. Okay. And he was interested in his fellow beings and vast humanity. It means the poet doesn't want barriers. Okay. He's against the notion of uh, borders. Okay. Then something there is that doesn't love a wall, that wants it down. Again, the first line is repeated here, that something is there, something mysterious is there, which doesn't like the walls, and that power in nature wants the walls to be down, to be broken. Okay. Now the poet thinks. He doesn't say anything to the neighbor who is mending the wall in front of him. Uh, the poet just thinks, he says it to himself, that I could say else to him. The poet thinks that, firstly, he suggested his neighbor that they shouldn't have walls because he is having pine trees and I'm having apple trees. Then the concept of cows is there, that there are no cows. Now the poet wants to say that it could be the task of elves, that walls, the wall standing between them, it breaks every day. Okay. Now what is the meaning of else? Elves means fairies or supernatural powers. Okay. But then he rejects this notion of telling the neighbor that it can be the task of elves. And what he thinks, why he rejects the idea, by thinking that the neighbor would say, no, not exactly. It cannot be. The neighbor would say that it cannot be elves, it cannot be fairies. So the poet rejects the idea and doesn't tell his neighbor that it could be because of elves. Okay, because he knows that if he could have said him that it is a task of elves, then what the neighbor would have replied? Again, he would have replied, good fences make good neighbors. He knows the reply, that is why he doesn't say anything. I could say else to him, but it's not else exactly, and I would rather he said it for himself. He said it for himself. Uh, Here means the neighbor would have rejected the idea of else as well. Okay, I see him there, bringing a stone grasped firmly by the top in each hand, like an old stone savage armed. See, now the poet probably, or yes, the poet probably must have stopped the task of mending the wall, and now just only the neighbor is mending the wall. Okay, the poet is standing idle and looking at the neighbor who is having two stones in his two hands, and the neighbor is handling the stones very firmly, like somewhat if the neighbor is a trained person in handling the rocks. Okay. Then it in each hand means one stone in one hand. Okay, like an old stone savage armed. Old stone savage here means a caveman. Okay, a caveman like uh, our ancestors who used to live in caves and were having stones as their arms or weapons. Okay, now the poet compares the neighbor to a caveman, an ancient man. Okay, see, it means that the poet is having some new ideas, modern ideas, and his neighbor is having traditional ideas. Okay, and uh, something more is suggested here, that the poet thinks why he has to bring out several reasons to support his views that walls are not required. Firstly, he said something is there. Then he gave the notion that hunters come, but he repairs that wall. Okay, the destruction the hunters give their wall, he repairs it. And then he tells us about the apple and pine trees, then cows. Okay, it means that the poet suggests why he has to convince the neighbor, why the neighbor doesn't convince himself that the walls are unnecessary, why the neighbor is traditionalist and he is not able to grasp the viewpoint of the poet. Okay, so here old stone savage armed means a caveman who uses uh, stones as his weapons. Okay, so this is all for now. Thank you for listening.